Blackrock Mountain, we were introduced into Grim Patron. Grim Patron was not only one of the more interesting cards released at the time, but it enabled a very good combo deck from Warrior known as Patron Warrior. But it got me thinking, how good was Grim Patron Warrior? Yeah, Blizzard, I'll let him know. Did you know if you sub right now, your next pack will have a legendary? For those of you who don't know, Grim Patron was a 5-mana 3/3. After this minion survives damage, summon another Grim Patron. Not only was this effect super cool at the time, but every single time it resummoned, it would say its voice line, which means everybody would get in there. This card was so iconic, not only due to the deck, but because of the voice line, that the Hearthstone team tried to recreate what Grim Patron was in 2 other expansions. In Rostacon's Rumble, we got Arena Patron, which was a 5-mana 3/3 overkill, summon another Arena Patron. If you compare this card to the original Grim Patron, this card is straight up disrespectful. Overkill on the card did not really do the exact same thing as the original Grim Patron. It almost felt like this card was just put in just to get reactions from older players, but this was, not a good card whatsoever. In Forge of the Barons, we got Gruntled Patron, which was a 4-mana 3/3 Frenzy, summon another Gruntled Patron. Now, the Frenzy keyword makes a ton more sense with Grim Patron, as Frenzy is almost the exact same thing as after this minion survives damage. The biggest difference here is that Frenzy only procs once on a patron, where the original Grim Patron could actually proc multiple times with the same minion, meaning that you would generate Grim Patrons a lot faster. It also turned out that a 4-mana 3/3 during Forge of the Barons was not nearly good enough, and unfortunately for Gruntled Patron, still has not really seen play up until this day. So what made the original Grim Patron so good? One of the biggest reasons is that Patron Warrior was actually a combo deck rather than a tempo deck. The problem with the 2 newer patrons is that you are forced to put them in a deck that fights for board, where Patron Warrior provided something called a loose win condition, which means that this deck could win in a variety of ways due to the combo that it had, but it was also very good at generating armor, drawing a bunch of cards, cleaning your opponent's board. The list kind of goes on, and this is a type of deck that definitely rewarded the player for putting a ton of time into it. The main way that this deck would win games is using Warsong Commander and Frothing Berserker in combination with Grim Patrons and a bunch of cheap activators to keep summoning new patrons, and every time you summoned a new patron, the Warsong Commander would give it charge. Therefore, you can continuously trade in or deal damage to your opponent's face, while at the same time making a very, very big Frothing Berserker that would hopefully OTK your opponent. And even though that was its main win condition, there was tons of games won where you would just out-tempo your opponent's board, but this deck was so powerful because its versatility in almost every single matchup. It's almost fair to say that you could win against almost any single deck. To really understand how strong this deck was at the time, we have to look at a professional player play this. The reason why is that this was a very high skill cap deck. If you made a couple mistakes, it was the difference of you winning or losing the game, and that would make the deck either absolute garbage, or if you could play it, the best deck in the game. There was a ton of articles and a ton of guides made for this specific deck because after seeing a professional player play this, you wanted to play it. In this clip, we're seeing Trump play Control Warrior and Show play the Patron Warrior. Trump goes through the extra effort of killing off his own minions so that the patrons don't have as many minions to trade into, which means the Frothing Berserker won't get as big. Trump is also ending his turn at 49 life. Ask yourself, do you think Show will kill him?
Got it.
I did dumb enough. Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed. Trump should have gone. Look how fast he's working. He's like, I gotta go. My name's not Zeddy. Trump should have got that down for the best he can play. Unless he thinks Regis. Some people like they want Regis, but yeah. The attacks are not queued yet. What's going on? That might be lethal. It's exactly. Think it's lethal? You think it's the stuff? No, I told about the rope. Regis was on the rope. Don't make play. Alright, well that's 7 apiece, 17. There's a rope, man. The rope is crazy. Yeah, I think that's like barely enough. I think you have like damage or something. No, but the picture's fine because the picture's in the He doesn't have lethal.
Oh, you're right.
He's got 34, man. He's missing just a bit if he doesn't have. Well, never mind.
Okay. It is one over.
Yeah. Oh man.
Wow.
It goes without saying, with the release of Grim Patron and other Whirlwind-esque effects that Warrior received in Naxxramas, as well as just in the arsenal they had in Classic, this deck became one of the most powerful decks we've ever seen in Hearthstone. Another really good card in Blackrock Mountain for this deck was Emperor Thorson, and this kind of fit into any combo-S deck with the effect of reducing every single card in your hand by 1 mana. And with every single card reduced by 1 mana, you could probably guess that your combos got a lot crazier. But I don't think Emperor Thorson was the main reason why this deck was good. I'm gonna play a clip of this deck again, and I want you to look very carefully on what makes this deck very powerful.
He's going for it. Let's figure it out. I think if it's not lethal, it's definitely very close.
Did you see it? Did you see why this deck is so good?
He's going for it. He's going.
Grim Patron was only just a symptom of why this deck was good, and that Warsong Commander was the real reason why this deck was just an absolute monster. When you take away Warsong Commander, this deck doesn't feel nearly as threatening. In some matchups, just generating a wide board of 3/3s can be very problematic, but in most matchups, Warsong Commander is what made this deck very, very good. And that's exactly why when they decided to finally nerf this deck, they didn't actually go for Grim Patron, they went for Warsong Commander. When they nerfed Warsong Commander, it was about a month after their new expansion, the Grand Tournament, came out, and as you could probably imagine, for the first little bit there, Grim Patron Warrior was still a very powerful deck. The first meta snapshot for the Grand Tournament, Patron Warrior was still the best deck in the game. And when you look at Patron Warrior's deck list for the Grand Tournament, there are absolutely 0 cards from the new expansion. But the way they nerfed Warsong Commander is still laughable and memeable till today, because they completely changed the fact to your charge minions have +1 attack. This shows how hard it was to really balance Warsong Commander. The card was just very good at the time, and I think even now the card would be just ridiculous. This is the meta snapshot after Warsong Commander was nerfed, and as you can see, Patron Warrior was no longer in tier 1, and well, you know, it kind of died. But I wanted to see how good Grim Patron was right now. This is the deck list, and unfortunately they did change Warsong Commander to after you summon another minion, give it Rush. At least it's better than the old effect that it had. We'll see how good this deck is without actually giving your minions charge. Like the video if you think I'm gonna win. I guess no one's liking the video. We do have a 1-man execute now, so that's good. We're running Slam. The one benefit I do have is that no one expects me playing Patron Warrior, right? Hopefully we find a weapon at some point. We do have Death Spite. Death Spite's really strong. Very good card. I think Death Spite's good here. I like Living. Okay, Fire War Axe is absolutely useless. I could execute this. Actually, that's not a bad execute. We could do this, and then Ghoul actually deals with both sides of this. Oh, wow, he traded? We're sick. We're actually nuts. Oh. Oh. Wait, if that was frothing, that was game winning. Maybe we don't even need the Grim Patron to win this game. He's trading. That's really good. No. Oh, illegal, man. I actually legitimately think if this was actually charged, we'd win this game. Oh my God, what is that? That's powerful. Does he have a taunt? Oh, okay. We want to get card draw and or just good cards. I think Acolyte might actually be worth keeping. And hopefully we get Grim Patron. I'm kind of hoping for, okay, we got the pay. Okay, dude, this deck is hard. Okay, this deck is actually really hard. But even without the Warsong Commander, I can feel how hard this deck is to play. Nowadays, you just play Mech Mage and you go, he's never seen this card. No one's seen this card. Oh my God, this is the curve. We could deal with this. Oh my God, that was the turn? Easy clap, it's over. All right, you stupid paladin. I think we're doing this. Maybe I trade a patron in actually. I think trading a patron is good. I think I'm playing this. I like more stuff. There's a real possibility here that we win this game. If he does not have Samaro, the game is over. That's actually incredibly annoying. How much damage is this? Can we do this? Okay, this is free, I think. Can we do this? We could do this. This trades. This trades. I could have done this to get an extra 3 damage. Did we just win? Was that actually real? What did I learn from doing this? Somehow Grim Patron is still winning games in 2022, but I could definitely feel how weak the deck was without Warsong Commander. And more importantly, this was a very hard deck to play optimally. From the clips I probably showed you, you could see that I was thinking very hard and probably making mistakes. I don't know really what to say. I wasn't expecting to win. I was expecting to be like, oh, this is the reason why the card's bad or why this is. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you guys ended up enjoying. I'll see you guys in the next one.